Hello everyone, we're back with Final Fantasy XIV and we're gonna start Heavensward. I'm so excited for this. I also have to do my job quests, which I haven't done yet, but yeah, I think I will do that whenever, probably off stream, because, you know, there are more interesting things to do. But yeah, we're gonna hop into Heavensward and we're gonna go to Ishgard. So yeah, I'm really excited. I really look forward to Heavensward because everyone says it's amazing, and I mean, obviously dragons, you know. So yeah, none of the instances in Heavensward. So yeah, really excited.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefort.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortemps. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Yay! We're going
Pray,
to Ishgard.
consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
But isn't Ishgard kind of risking?
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
I mean, isn't also kind of risking that Ishgard is being on bad terms with the other places again? I mean, they're literally giving refuge to to criminals, you know. I don't know. Seems kind of risky. I mean, if it wasn't for us, it wouldn't be good.
And just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Hear, hear!
I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then. Alright, I will see you guys at the gates of judgment. And we're here, ready to enter Ishgard. Wards of House Fortemps. Ah yes, you may pass. Proceed to Ishgard. Yay!
And so they came, at a friend's behest.
Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came. To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace.
It's rough.
Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and her companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
Let's go! Greetings, Mistress Arda. On behalf of House Fortemps, I bid you a welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you all would come with me. Alright, let me attune to all the Ethernet shards here quickly, and we will see each other at the House Fortemps in the Pillars, so be right back. Okay, so it took me forever to find all the Ethernet shards, but we finally made it. The Warrior of Light and her brave companions, walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. I cannot tell you how long I have waited for this day. Allow me to present you to you my family home, Fortemps Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing. I, Count Edmond de Fortemps, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortemps, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortemps.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies, don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Oh yes, we will be here for some time. Though our friends in House Fortemps have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home so that we might become more self-sufficient. It would take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must, and there's the markets and taverns. We need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. It would seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall of course do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. But I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part. Their documentation is in order, I trust. Yes, my lord. Oh my god, I totally forgot to turn off the overlay. Damn it. Those documents identify you as wards of House Fortemps. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Fortemps, but let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Lura Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go. As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you to the hoplon from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the holy vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, it's only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the jewel crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services before descending to Foundation's XIV Plaza if there are no questions. Alright. The hoplon, so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statue to the south, are they perchance Fortemps' famed Knights 12? Very good, Master Afino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Forden. I too put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Oh, from the first, to put down... Oh, okay. Whoops. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would allow me to the jeweled crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elise, our master of the markets. Oh yeah, if I talk a bit weird today, I have a cut in my tongue. So... yeah, I probably sound like an idiot right now, but yeah. I will see you guys at the jeweled crozier. And we're here. Well, you're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all fugitives. Ah, words of House Fortemps, how very interesting. Count Edmund has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods. Hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable... Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrements, medicine, materials, whatever your desire. It can be found in the crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Our next destination is the ffxiv Plaza and Foundation, if everyone is ready. Alright, let's go there! And here we have Foundation's ffxiv Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the ffxiv, it would be wise to do so now. Already done, my friend. Oh. As for our next destination, mayhap we should decide together what else can be found nearby. The Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. There our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for us against the dragons. The holy stables where chocobos are trained for war also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly, while to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. We're gonna go to that area. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Afino. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. You misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have you? Take a turn down the hoplon and go at the statues. Well, if you've a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight, if your nursemaid will let you. That's one friendly dude. My humblest apologies, Master F. No, pray pay that drunken loud no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this forgotten night for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Laura. There are a few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say that we might learn of recent events? Then I'm coming too. Alrighty, let's go to the Forgotten Night. And here we are. Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh, new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments, Master. Gibrant. Just Gibrant will do. I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can promise it will live up to your expectations. But if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note the difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty nights and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality mind. But not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in fig, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the Virons broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the Broom that got the worst of it, while the Pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the Temple Knights. More and a few people are still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Afanar, I think it would be best if we return to the Fortemps Manor. You go on ahead without me, I'm staying for a drink or two. Damn Tataru. Miss Tataru, I'm afraid that is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Avenue. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh please, do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. And she couldn't even deal with a little rat, you know? Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. He's cool. That settles it then, Tataru. Lura and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by Link Pearl if you require assistance. I will. Alright, let's go back. Let's get inside. Tell us then, Master Aphano, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns in Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. The Emmerich has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Maybe we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you have done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Aphano. Your guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality, without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good, what would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provision from foreign sources. Identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Mistress Arda, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a woman with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively, when needed to aid Artoriel and Emmanuelaine in their duties. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues, by the Fury. The two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station and show Mistress Arda the respect she deserves. This is the woman who slew Gaius van Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. She's not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand girl. If you can pardon them by their impropriety in Mistress Arda, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. Would seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Fortemps has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face a considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would save us publicly. He would have us publicly serve Ishgard whilst simultaneously keeping his sons in check. This an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard. Mayhap even allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. Makes kind of sense. Rainbow cap. Sounds like fun. Shall we be off then, old girl? Old girl? Ah, but where are my manners? Emmanuel de Fortemps, second son of Count Edmund de Fortemps, true born, that is. Yes, I know that what you're thinking, and you're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, that's true, but who would be satisfied subsiding on a meager allowance forever, overshadowed by his sibling? Not I, old girl, not I. Damn. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in the sea of clouds goes swimmingly. So that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Artorial. Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to my bidding. Oh, don't look at me that way, I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Halenor. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity. Poor blighters. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. Well, isn't he charming? Especially how he says old girl. Just a blessing. Let us begin anew, Mr. Sarda. I'm Sir Artorial de Fortemps, eldest son of Count Edmund de Fortemps. You will forgive me my outburst, I hope. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. Ashra has spoken to of you often. If you are even half the woman he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then, we will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Durndare and Zemai. You're aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it. I will suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture, but we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must needs secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo stables and foundation. I guess we're gonna help the older son first. Here we are at the Chocobo stables. Greetings, Mistress Arda. I've saddled a black Chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands as per Lord Artorial's instruction. Will this be your first time riding a black Chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. Joke's on you, mine can fly too. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high too, even over Snowcloak. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. So just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. That must have been sick, though, when... you know, for the people that just played A Realm Reborn and then Heavensward came out as a new expansion. Then they were like, wait, what? They can fly? Oh, that must have been cool. I mean, when I started playing, flying has always been a thing. Not yet in A Realm Reborn, but in Heavensward. I think I started playing when Stormblood just came out. Yeah, something like that.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, she came.
I love how Edmund is kind of the narrator here. The world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. To business, Sir. Redwald is in charge here. He should be expecting us. Alright. Oh, he's right here. Redwald. It's like red forest. Nein, Wald in German is forest. It has been far, far too long, Lord Artyrell, and who might your companion be? Pray forgive us our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Lura Arda, ward of House Fortemps. Ah, yes, of course, Lord Drummond spoke of you. I, Sir Redwald of House Sturndare, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Mistress Arda is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then with your permission, I shall recount the tale for her benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villagers, and then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics, Lady Ishgard and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Fortemps are at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but tell us where to begin. Several craftsmen in service of House Zemail are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Both their foreman tells me he has need of a woman with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? Alright, let me look for them. Well, I guess I found him. Yes, I'm Rolf, and who might you be? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over on one of them blackbirds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. My fury take me this ice. It's funny and natural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you. Mark my words. There are pockets of them here. They're just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you're sure to find them. Alright, let's get them. 1, 2, and 3. And we're back with Raw. Now, there's a woman that what looks like she's found her marks. You're just the sort we need around here, the kind that'll hop to when she sees a task undone. Ooh, upgrades. I like upgrades. You're a dab hand at warcraft, I can tell. Not that I've any skill at arms to speak of. Mind, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a ways to keep you to myself when there are others out what need help, same as me. So if you're keen to keep on doing what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the Pike. The bloody huge statue out in the wastes if you've never been. Mason by the name of Tiermont is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Tiermont, but I reckon he's taken on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him. Alright, let's hunt Tiermont. We found him! Hail to you, traveler. What brings you out this way? Foreman Rove bid you assist me. Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just a thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay free and bring me their bristles, I would be in your debt. Let's do that. Alright, we slayed the beasts. There you are. Have you the bristles? Yes, I do. Ah, I feel how coarse that is. That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from this statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Haldraft, first of the Azure Dragoons and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Dravanians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's heroes. Soon the statue will be as it once was, a proud shining statement, a proud shining testament to the determination of Ishgard and the message to the heretics that we have returned. And the work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian, I could ask for no greater honor. That's nice. Cool statue. Are you for Falcon's nest? If so, I favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Isidore? I don't know. Stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. And you wrote, while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. Can do. I'll see you guys there. Oh, we're here. What's that? A package? I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about. Confound it, that fool of a... what a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Tiermont labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him by the Fury? Have you no sense of decorum? A highborn knight cannot be seen favoring a lowborn mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern as well as your willingness to assist Tiermont. When you journey back to Falcon's Nest, be safe and swift. Pray give me my regards to Sir Redwald. Ah! Alright, we're back with Redwald. I must applaud your initiative, Mr. Sarda. Rolf tells me you have been quite busy. Unless we have not the time to thank you properly, I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Arturel included. Sounds good. Damn, that armor though looks pretty cool. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Drillmont said. Good. We have lost contact with a reconnaissance party sent north to Riversmeet in search of the heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune, we know not, but regardless of the cause, you must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim, has claimed the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Elturel will be working together. Seek him out when you are ready to depart, and good luck. Oh, he's right here. Whoopsie. It seems you have been assigned the area near Camp Riversmeet, Mr. Sarda. Unless you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from the Curvus Western Highlands. One of many sacrifices made in the wake of the calamity. It would not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out, though. Let us be off. Let us be off! I know now why it felt like I was slow as hell. Was there a dragon flying by? Oh. Because your mount speed increases, and we are so slow I can't. There below us, Camp Riversmeet, or what remains of it. You know that I would just jump down, right? I see no way to descend the cliffs safely from here. Should we fall, the beast below would make short work of us. Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge. You telling me I can't just jump down? The game is actually forcing me to go the long route. Ah! Hey here. If the reconnaissance party came this way, I know sign of it. So it is possible that recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternative route to Camp Riversmeet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. Alright. And we're here. But I will spare you guys the fighting. I will see you guys when this is over. Bye-bye. And here we are. Are you alright? I heard sounds of a struggle. Thank the Fury, I thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved, just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Mr. Sarda. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Not but white all around, until we saw shapes moving towards us, running towards us, with naked steel in their hands. And cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others... They were shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. Aye, my lord, the heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must. Have faith, sir. Justice will be done, but first we must see you to safety. Alright. No. Oh, for real? Okay. Ow. Wait, that's Isael. No? Lady Iceheart. Yes, the riot of it, Mr. Sarda. Whatever remains of the heretics' trail will be gone with the next snowfall, but we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the heretics' trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith, being sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. I'm used to it, don't worry. Rest assured, we will not be far behind, and Laura, thank you. Alright, whoops, let's go get killed again. We found fresh footprints. And if I'm not wrong, I think this is an instance that I struggled with quite a few times, even when I replayed this game. The tracks continue to the north. Okay, remember, north. 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 Damn, I lost track of this stuff so many times. Okay, north. Okay, suspicious footprints. Tracks continue to the north. 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 Yeah. Tracks continue to the north. I don't know how I got lost, don't ask me. Hello. I mean, maybe they also made this instance easier because maybe people got lost. I don't know, I think it's probably just my phenomenon. Oh yeah, I think it's because of this dude. Like, I killed him by accident and I didn't follow him, so I got lost. Or I didn't follow him at all, so I got lost. I was like, oh, okay, you run away, bitch. You know? I just have to stop before he actually dies. He's just like, oh yeah, this is fine. That looks like a trap. And it is a trap. Who would have thought? Nice. We did it. Can we get some voice acting, please?
Looking for me, I presume.
child who glimpsed the truth.
No! It cannot be.
She cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo.
I mean, didn't we already know that?
The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were and should ever be.
Killing civilians won't bring them together. What of the innocents who died when you attacked Foundation?
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control.
Oh, you're telling me you can't control a horde of dragons?
Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Mr. Sarda, praise alone, you are welcome. You are alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. No, I'm just too fast. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. It's a pity Lady Iceheart escaped, but we must not let that detract from your accomplishments. You have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this day, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. Thank you. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. Their knights have matters here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after tracking heretics across realms of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours. Rest next to a warm fire. Let's go there. And we're back. Lord Arturel, Mr. Sarda, full glad am I to see you both hale and healthy. What news? You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive by the Fury? I believe we have made great strides toward purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father and the Holy See. As will I, Lord Arturel. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandare and Fortemps could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest. You most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Mistress Arda have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald, we thank you for your hospitality. Alright, let's go back. And we're back. Mr. Sarda, I would speak plain. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beggar belief. But Oshvar swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. The legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course, even on her deathbed. She refused to acknowledge him, and to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp River's meet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone. An onerous task, fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea and honored guest of House Fortemps. My new comrade in arms, Oshwan's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor any sign of fear. And you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Oshwan had the right of it all along. And I doubted your strength bespeaks mine own weakness, but I will not doubt you again. Mr. Sarda, that you have my word. Nice. Alright, let's go to the Sea of Clouds, shall we? And we enter Camp Cloudtop. Ooh. The Sea of Clouds. Pretty.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Sid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home. High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost, within the sea of clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, she came.
That armor looks so good on me. Awfully cold up here. I mean, Curfus may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And of course, our hero is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong silent persona all of the time, you know? Never mind, we need to find Lady Leniate. She is in charge of the garrison here. Oh, and when we find her, just follow my lead. Yes, excellent. Let's do that, shall we? And we're here with Leniate. Mr. Sarda, welcome. I'm Sir Leniate the Heavensward, commander of the forces stationed here at Camp Cloudtop. Strange though it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I'm in your debt, you see, and shall ever remain so. Were it not for you, my younger brother Franzel would have been executed upon the word of a false inquisitor. Alas, a knight must go where duty demands. Thus have been unable to seek you out, but by the grace of alone I have been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's savior in person and to call upon her generous aid besides. Truly, I know not what I have done to deserve this double blessing. It is a pleasure to see you again, my Lady Leniate. You cut an elegant figure as always. A steel-clad rose, equally at home on a battlefield or in a ballroom. Lord Menelaine, if it is not too much to ask, I should be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Mr. Sarda. Awkward. Camp Cloudtop was established to provide early warning of impending Dravanian incursion. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it also makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, as you may have noticed, it is currently undergoing repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Vanuatu, with whom we have had several skirmishes already. No beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman and I'll show him a thing or two. I fear much and more may be asked of you in the days to come, Mr. Sarda. Well, I guess he needs to learn a few things. While I understand Count Edmund's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time in ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible that he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he will make a mess of things. I tell him that I would like him to keep watch for Javanian outflyers then. Then you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private. Make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep Emmeline from shirking his duty. A request from Leniette. Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she must see me standing here about a few yards away. Oh, never mind, what is it? A mission? Yes, of course, that is why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks. Mr. Zarda, I do not believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is Honorwa, and I serve at the pleasure of Lord Emmeline. Lady Leniette would have me accompany Lord Emmeline on his mission. I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least more so than others. Or mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. I suspect you have had to humor your fair share of difficult men before. Yeah, probably. Ooh. Now that Emmeline is out of harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Vanu. We first encountered the Vanu several years ago when we had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After an exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent lookout post. There was peace between our people for half a year, until suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitudes towards us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies flown in from Ishgard. But words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sir Mariel. She could use your assistance. Alright, let's go find her. And here she is, a little kid, I guess. Mr. Zarda, I presume Lady Leniette told me you were coming. I hear tell you've never faced a Vanu before. Well, spend enough time on patrol and you're sure to cross paths with them eventually. These birdmen are native to the Floating Isles. I say birdmen, but they're not at all like the Ixal, unless the Ixal's mother was a Gigas. Here, let me mark several locations on your map. If you discover any Vanu in these areas, kill or drive them away. Alright, let's do that. And we're back! Finished with your patrol. Anything to report? Maybe it was too much to hope for a day without a skirmish. At least I can take solace in the fact that Talon has blessed us with a mighty ally. Yeah, so I literally just had to fight a few of those Vanus. Accepting your recent clashes with the Vanu, it cannot have escaped your notice that things here are rather peaceful, to the detriment of our garrison's discipline. Despite being built as an observation post, we have yet to record a single intrusion by the Horde. That is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Camp Cloudtop is a backwater of no significance. And of course, the pride of our camp, the vaunted protector, is in a perpetual state of needing repairs, so even were the Holy See to come under Javanian attack, we would be unable to fly to their aid. Simply put, Mr. Sarda, this is where ambition comes to die. If you have aspirations for advancement, you'll be right at home. However, I would like to think that enthusiasm can be just as contagious as apathy. If you indulge me, I would have you seek out the sentries and stoke their fighting spirit. Psych them up, you might say. Okay, let's do that. Let's psych him up. Is it an attack? What should we do? What should we do? Yeah, maybe it's not the right one for this. You had me fooled there for a moment, old girl. An amusing jest, albeit a tad cruel. Surely you must realize how unsuited I am to the monotony of mere sentry duty. Yet still you tempt me with the promise of excitement. No, this won't do. This won't do at all. Lady Lanyard will give me a grand mission as befits my station. Alright. Get hyped. Well, what is it? Is it the Horde by the Fury? Whatever possessed you to do that? I'm awake, worry not. After the shock you just gave me, I doubt I'll sleep for a fortnight. Your gods, where did that come from? Fine, if you insist, I will make an effort to be more alert, but really, I fail to see the point. We're hundreds of miles away from the front lines, which is just the way I like it. Thank you very much. Damn, they're really hype, right? Many thanks, Mr. Sarda. Already I can see a change in our sentry's behavior. Beg your pardon, Lord de Menelain said what? Well, I have no doubt that Lady Lanyard will do her utmost to oblige him. Yeah. Ooh, I look like a real knight or something. If Lord de Menelain is going to demand a more dangerous duty, then I expect Lady Lanyard will want you to accompany him. You might as well speak with her sooner rather than later. There's no use avoiding the inevitable. Alrighty. Mr. Sarda, Lord de Menelain has just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand we have you to thank for this epiphany. Well, there's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding then. Can I count on you to keep him safe? Easy breezy. Excellent, we are in constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop, as there are no underground sources we can tap with wells. However, there is a unique variety of crystals we have recently discovered, which may enable us to obtain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found in Vorsian, to the east of here. I would have you and the Menelain bring one back to us. You may have to contend with the feral beasts which populate the lakes, not to mention Vanu scouts ranging from their nearby settlement. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained. But you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Good luck and be safe. Let's go then. Lady Lanyard told you to tell me about my mission once again. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear she's avoiding me. Anyway, what is it? A vital mission on the success of which the very survival of Camp Cloudtop rests, the procurement of potable water. Come fetch a spring crystal from the floating lakes to the east with me. I don't know if... maybe we should make it sound interesting. Finally, it's about time she entrusted me with a mission of real import. Right then, let's go, let's go. Well, he feels better, so we will see each other at the spring. And we're here. So this is the Vorsian of legend, and nary a Vanu inside. How disappointing. I could do with some sport. I know, why don't you and I make it a competition? Whoever finds the superior specimen wins. Honora shall judge our entries on size, purity, and say aesthetic sensibilities. Let us begin at once. Okay. See you guys when I found it. So, if anyone is searching for the location of the crystal, it's here. If you look at the map. Alright? Alright, see you guys there. So, Madeleine is not here, so I got a bad feeling. Now, Mr. Sarda, have you brought your entry for the contest? My understanding of such things is limited, but can this truly be used to draw moisture from air like water from a pump? Fascinating. Yeah, that is fascinating. A series of unfortunate events. Oh, I knew it. Lord Madeleine has been gone for an awfully long time. Did you perchance see him while you were searching for your crystal? Even he must realize the dangers of wandering too far in such a place. Mayhap I am worrying about nothing, but I must ask that you assist me in looking for him, Mr. Zarda. We shall find him more quickly if we split up. Pray search the southeastern area of Warisian Siran as swiftly as you are able and rendezvous with me in the north. Farewell and good luck. Let's do that. Let's see if we can find him here. Probably not. Let's see. We surveyed the surrounding area for a time, but see no sign of Madeleine. Okay, let's keep looking. Probably no sign of him again. Oh! They were right. Mr. Zarda, Lord of Madeleine. Lord of Madeleine has been taken by the Vanu. RIP! That my lord surrounded, a whole gang of them. Please, you must come quickly. Okay. Let's beat them up. I mean, it kinda depends what did he do, though, you know? I mean, he kinda seems like a dickhead. But yeah, see you guys there. I swear, I'm so slow! Here we go. Not gonna lie, it's a little annoying that there is no voice acting whatsoever. The one who must have taken him to that village may have to present to their chieftain. I don't know. I will make haste to the Rose House and tell Lady Laniet that what has happened. Yeah, by the time I return with aid, it may already be too late. Forgive me for asking, Mr. Sarda, but should you spy an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue Lord Madeleine in my absence, I beg you to take it. I know he can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive and, well, insufferable, but he doesn't deserve this. Let's do it. Let's go. Sneak past them. Probably not happening. But I like that they are like dancing around. Oh my god. Don't I have an axe? He seems friendly. He's just chilling. Really? Move, my man. Oh my god. Okay. Man, I'm literally slow walking. Yay! That was the most boring slow motion chase I have ever seen.
Reinforcements?
I knew it. When Oshwa shows up, we get voice acting.
Anger of Honu, chief of mighty Vundo, royals like blackest storm clouds.
Okay.
Offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells and he comes.
Who comes? A cloud whale. A sky whale?
The white, mighty Bismarck, lord of the mists.
A flying whale? By the Fury, it's a primal. We must away. Damn!
Damn.
Bloody typical. All right, we're going in.
Whoop whoop. Daddy
Aye,
said.
aye, Chief.
All aboard!
The gods only know what might have happened had we not been around to save you. No need for thanks, though. It's not as if you haven't done the same for us on a few previous occasions, alright? More than a few. It was but blind chance that brought us together this time. In case you were wondering, the Holy See has petitioned the Ironworks for assistance with this creation of theirs, the Protector. Apparently they just can't seem to get her flying. Wait, he changed his clothes, no? Looking good. Anyway, I came to Camp Cloudtop to cast an eye over the ship, only to learn that you had arrived some few days before with an Ishgardian lordling in tow. Small world, I thought, just as said lordling's manservant skittered into view, babbling about his master having been captured and you risking all to rescue him, and the rest, as they say, is history. Right, well, I hate to cut short our reunion, but I'm here on business after all, and the boys are already hard at work. Don't worry, old friend, we'll speak again soon, I promise. Well, well. Very well, I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I could very well have died, you know, me, dead. On the other hand, by risking life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal, and that, old girl, is no small feat. I've made a historic discovery, a fact even Lady Leniet will have no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I'm rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made our triumphant return? Indeed, indeed, alright. Try to kill him. Just kidding. And we're back with Sir Leniet. I don't know. Praise alone. I feared the worst. What happened out there? A primal, are you sure? No, I'm unsure. Maybe it was just a tiny flying fish. Yet now that I think on it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the white whale of the Vanu legend, a massive creature said to swim in the sea of clouds. From what I have learned of comparable summonings, the presence of the Vanu's god would certainly explain the sudden change in their behavior toward the people of Camp Cloudtop. Ah, you mean to say that they have fallen under the Primal's influence? I recall reading of such things in the documents provided by Master Alphino. Aren't we forgetting something important, Lady Leniate? A little recognition for the hero of the hour, a few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, and so on. Why, yes, you're right, of course. Mistress Arthur deserves all that and more for having risked her life to rescue such an esteemed personage. Well, if there is naught else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the Temple Knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. But of course, Mrs. Arda, you have done more than enough here. Pray return to Ishgard with Lord Orshva and give my warmest regards to the Count. So that's it then. No more forays into enemy territory. Very well, I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Leniet. May our next meeting take place under more felicitous circumstances. I love that everyone is tired of this shit. All's well that ends well. To the airship landing then. We can speak on the journey home. Alright, let's go to Ishgard. They're back in Ishgard. I confess, I have always been rather fond of airship travel. The chill of the wind upon your face, the warmth of the blood pumping in your veins from the excitement. I find the whole experience indescribably invigorating. Or mayhap it is simply the joy of having cheated death yet again. In any event, I must take for the congregation and inform Sir Emeric of all that has occurred. Emmeline should have returned to the manor by now. Why not go and see if he has recovered from his ordeal? Alright, let's go there. Oh, it's you, Laura. Gods, did he have to strike me so hard? Brother, he did not approve of how I handled matters in Camp Cloudtop, how I endangered the lives of others through my own recklessness and incompetence. It's not easy playing the hero, is it? Damn. He sucks. Hope he redeems himself at some point. Alright, but I guess that's it for today. We will continue tomorrow with Heavensward. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see. Obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, maybe I will sneak in a few different games every now and then, or I will try to stream maybe every now and then on Twitch. I have my Twitch account linked on my side, so yeah, I can promise that I will stream a lot, but I try to do it every now and then, just whenever I feel like it. So yeah, but I will for sure let everyone know on Instagram if I would go live. So yeah, please look forward to it, and bye bye.